hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet Patriots in perfection. Lesser known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out, a former Auburn quarterback who entered the league in 2019, Jarrett Stidham.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Off the play action, Stidham. He's going deep! And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A gain of 29 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got first and goal. Running it again with Dobbins. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Let's get this point.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Rams nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Blake Corum now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
New set of downs for him from the 31. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And that's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Mevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. First and 10 from the 32. Stidham off the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Working from the gun, here's Stidham. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Picked up by the Rams! And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with 1st and goal.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Rams headed back out for their 2nd drive now. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, he's headed right. Williams. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Rams capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 3. Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos offense all set to go. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Stidham. And he set up the screen here. It's Harvey. He dodged the tackle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
1st and 10 now from the 46. First give of the game here to the rookie out of UCF. And he's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
49-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a Rams 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Stafford from the gun. Got a man, that's Nakua. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, The pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now for Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
That looked like they're trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle 3rd, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And this one does not go far. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Broncos 7.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes the Bronco offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. It's a design boot. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. screen. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On third down, Stidham. Taking a chance to the end zone. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Back deep for the Rams. It's Xavier Smith. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Out come the Rams on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Connects with Adams again. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Broncos going nickel here. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This one's caught. Smith has it. Running down the left side. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 12-point game in the first. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams bump the lead up to 13 points.
Broncos 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return.
Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look it up. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Off the play action, Stidham. He throws a bullet down the right, big gain downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
It's his running back. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Rams out to an early advantage. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. From the red zone on 1st. They've got 1st and goal to work with. And he's got it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. No throw again, Stidham. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His 1st broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to within 6.
Rams 20, Broncos 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford back to throw. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Rams have the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. On the play fake, here's Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. It's Stafford once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Stidham now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Carry here for Dobbins. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers, just the element they needed to spring that run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Well, no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stidham. Gets him on the in route. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 38 on that one. And it's going to be first down Denver.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Dobbins, and he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And they'll take the lead.
The score, Broncos 21, Rams 20.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another run for Williams. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Stafford now against a blitz. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them, trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Stidham. He's on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Stidham now, 1st and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got him back. They can try and salvage something. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stidham. He finds his back, Harvey. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the 1st down.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
On the stop.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. To the air with Stidham. He's got Sutton complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 33. Going with Dobbins here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On second down. Here's Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On 3rd down, Stidham. He's Nix, complete to Bryant. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead to 7. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8.
28, Rams 20.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Whittington now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long. They're going to throw. Got a man. That's Nakua. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Rams 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He's got it over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Into traffic, complete! And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Stafford throwing again. Cut near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's another for him. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams earn the chance to tie before halftime. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And he hits the extra point. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it. So the lead falls to a single point.
Rams 27.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and play tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Stidham. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Stidham now to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
This is why those kickers are down there before the game trying those kicks in midfield. Kind of like Hooper shooting that half-court shot before half, because they believe, kickers do, that they're going to get an opportunity to be a difference maker. With that long kick, he certainly was.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. He lofts it deep right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. He's going well so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They pick the handoff now, Safford. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Ever once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Stafford from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Screen here for Williams. He's across the 35. Looks great initially, but he is short of that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stidham. Drops it down. Harvey. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing Stidham. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll air it out on third. He has the burst over the middle. Tackle made right around the 26. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Stidham on the keeper. Space past the 35. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Giving this to Harvey. He's across midfield into Rams territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's a give here for Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Stidham. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's another Broncos first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Stidham now, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. A give right side to Dobbins. And that's a good run. Give him a gain of about 7 on the cutback towards the middle. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This from 35 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
1 yard gain.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Stafford now off the play fake. Well, left side, taken in by Adams. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Brought down by the corner pick 20th out of the University of Texas, John Day Barron.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing now, Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford again. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now run. This is Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw here for Stafford. Nakua here, he's got it! And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And brings it in.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams tie this game up.
Tie the game at 34.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Harvey Harvey now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the draw, they give to Harvey. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
New set of downs from the 37. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10. It's Stidham. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Stidham off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stidham. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On 3rd down, Stidham. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They send Nacua in motion left. Motion man sent left. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Oh, and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
4 yards.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Stafford. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
6 defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on third down. Motion the tight end over. Third and long now for Stafford. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Denver set to take the field on offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
You know, some positive yardage here, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On now comes their punter. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Rams headed out to the field now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now Stafford to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Play action now for Stafford. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got a man, that's the goal. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Los Angeles.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead with Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Stafford from the gun. Smith snags it over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Rams 41, Broncos 34.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
3 yards. And the Broncos, 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down throw, Stidham. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Here's Stidham. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Dodges another stop. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap now to Stidham. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out come the Rams on offense. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? This might be a free play for him. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 3rd down.
Penalty moves him closer. It's 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He finds Adams, complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Rams have the first down.
First down, Rams.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Stafford's going to throw once more. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Completed left side to Smith. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Complete to number 19. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Stafford now. That's caught by Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now lead by 10. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
Rams 48, Broncos 37.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Stidham now to throw. Troutman with the grab. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. On the shotgun, it's Stidham. He's got it over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Stidham now, 1st and 10. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. This will give here to Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They send a man in motion. On 3rd down, Stidham. Connecting on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking from the gun, here's Stidham. Hits him on the in route. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. We'll give up the middle to Harvey. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and his bounce outside nabs him 7. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Drops back. Needs an open man. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
A 33-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Corum now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now a toss running left with Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
On 3rd and 2, Stafford. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
So 1st down from the 41. This is Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Stafford back to throw. Catch made right side by Nakua. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Back to throw it. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First and 10 from the 43. Handoff to Williams. And he takes it down to the 33. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
1st down, Rams.
First down now, ball at the 33. Stafford from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Rams up by 8. Broncos go with a dime look here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
A 43-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Stidham. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing now. Dumps this one off to Harvey. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 32 on that play. Man, it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
1st down throw, Stidham. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Rams will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of him. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And even with a good amount to the final 2 minutes remaining, no timeouts left, so they should be able to kneel this out. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Second quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Four years after their last dance with the Lombardi Bronc, the Los Angeles Rams, champions once again. Well, Brock, you and I talk about this often, multiple times throughout the regular season. List of greats who've never made it to this moment. It's enormous. Some of the best to ever do it across 100+ years of football. And those greats could not do what these players have just done.
No, because it was a group, and such a special group brought together.